Hello everyone, this is Mike G with M2 Mods. I've got a few people that are having to go all the way back to the BCM with a Foglight harness extension for the new 5th gen trucks. And some people are having to do something similar if they're adding hood latch, switches for remote start and other things. And since I have this BCM here that I'm working with for another project, thought I would show some of you folks who have a hard time seeing the BCM actually in the truck where you're working with and where these two Foglight pins go to power your Foglights if you're upgrading your Foglights. I've actually got a test harness here that is hopefully going to go out today to Todd V. And hopefully he'll do some testing on this for the 5th gen trucks. I'm trying to make something that will work with the factory harness, since we can't get these crazy Hirschman connectors right now. And once I figure that out, it'll be full OEM for the 5th gens. But we do have a test harness going out for Todd. There's the 2500 factory Mopar connector, but we did a little mod to make it work. And that way we get proper sealed connectors on it. So without delaying any longer, here's your 5th gen or 1700, pretty much has the same layout on the 2017. Here's the BCM connector, and let me see if I can get a good view of this. So it's a little bit similar. On the Foglights, you're working with this C1A connector on the upper left and the C4D connector on the upper right on this BCM. I'm going to take these two connectors out of the way just to clear things up. And looking at this, to get these out, you're just going to press this connector down here. You can do it with your thumb and push this lever forward like that to get the connector out. And then it'll just lift right out of the socket. And then you've got this pigtail you've got to work with. And you're going to do the same thing for the other one on the other side. And just get that out of the way. I'm going to remove the BCM for now. And we'll move this up here. So now we've got our two connectors. Hopefully this will be close enough. I'll drop in the phone here. And to start to work on these, if you look real close on the bottom of these connectors, you can see this is pin 1, it's embossed. This is pin 13 over here. There's 12, I can't read that, 24. So that's what you're working with. And the first thing you've got to do to work with these pins, if you've got to get this black shell or this black connector assembly actually out of the shell. So we'll spin this around, and there's a little tab here that locks the shell in. I can go in with a small jeweler screwdriver, lift that up, and just kind of lever it back, and then the connector will slide right out, just like that. And I believe it's also, the pin numbers are also written on these cavities, must be on the back. Over there on the side. Where did I see this? Okay. So you can see here's pin 1. And see if I can get the lighting to hit it right. This is pin 12 back here. Come on. There's pin 12. All right. So now in this case, this is the C4D connector, and in this case you're dealing with the C14D pin 13, which goes to the right Foglight. And I've got this pigtail terminal I'm working with here, and once it's out of the shell, you just have to push the pin in. I don't know if it'll go backwards. I haven't tried it yet. It looks like it would. I generally put the back side of the shell away from the crimp towards the inside of the connector. Let's see if that works. And that locked in just as easy as can be. I don't know if you even saw that. I was busy looking at it. That went back in. You have to get one of these things out. You have to use one of these double pin tools and there's little cavities over top of each pin that come in around like this. If you have the right size one, you push it all the way down, and then it pulls out. So seeing that again. Once again, I'm not the best at making these videos, but just helps if I haven't damaged the pin lock too many times doing this. Okay. So there's the pin back in. And looking at it from the back, that right fog light is that orange and white wire, depending on if you're using my harness or somebody else's. It goes in that bottom right connector on C4D. Then you just slide it back into the shell, go over your BCM, line it up. You may have to rock this lever forward to get the shell to kind of partially seat, and then when you rock it back, it'll pull it into the housing and lock it down. So that's how that one works. We'll do it one more time for C1A pin 1, which on this connector is going to be this bottom left portion for pin 1. Shell out of the way. Grab our new pin. Slide back into the housing. Come over to your BCM. Rock that lever forward and bring it back and lock it. And that should take care of it. Hope this helps somebody. A bunch of y'all doing this. Good luck.